three variable K-maps. Now what in the previous session we saw two variable K-maps. So what happened in two variable K-maps? If you can see, I had two terminologies over here, X and Y, two variables X and Y. The two variables I had over here, one is variable X and the other one is variable Y. So when you go for a three variable K-map, we'll be having three variables. So if I go to the three variable K-map, I'll be having three variables. So whatever you can see over here is a three variable K-map. Now what are the three variables in the K-map? I have three variables. One is X, Y and Z. Now how do I write a three variable K-map? Now to write a three variable K-map, you can see that on the x-axis, I have X and this is 0 over here and this is 1. Similar, no change in the vertical axis. Now two other variables are there, Y and Z. So what you have to do, those two variables you can write it on the, you can enter it horizontally. So two variables over here. Now when you enter two variables, it will take variables as 0, 0. Two variables. For a 2-bit data, what will be the truth table combination? If you take a 2-bit data, what will be the truth table combination? For a 2-bit data, say AB, which is nothing but XY in our explanation. YZ according to our variable now. Now in a true variable truth table, what are the combinations? 0, 0, 1, 0 and 1, 1 are the four different combinations, right? Now in these four different combinations, if it was a single variable, it was very easy for us to write. We would have written it as 0 and 1, just like this over here. We would have written it as 0 and 1, just like that over here. But what do we have? We have a three variable. So how will you write the two variables? So two variables will be written as 0, 0, 0, 1, not 1, 0, but 1, 1. Now why do we write 1, 1 over here? Now if you see here, if you see the axis over here, I have 0 and 1. There is a 1 bit change from 0 to 1. Now if I see the horizontal axis, 0, 0, 0, 1, there is only 1 bit change. If I write 1, 0, from 0, 0 to 1, 0, 0 is changing to 1, 1 is changing to 0. There will be 2 bit change. So in K-maps, 2-bit change is not allowed, 1-bit change is only required, which is nothing but gray encoding, gray coding. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. I made this as 1. This 0 I converted to 1 and the other one was retained as it is. So 1, 1 and 1, 0. This is how you're going to write a 3-variable K-map. Now if you write a 3-variable K-map, then you see, what does the first block over here represent? It represents 0, 0, 0 or X bar, Y bar, Z bar for minterm. The next one, over here, 0, 0, 1. So it is X is 0, X bar, Y will be 0, Y bar and Z will not have a bar. So it is X bar, Y bar and Z over here. Next, 1, 1, 1 represents 0, 1, 1. So it is, if we don't go with the slides, there is a slight variation in what is written over here. 0, 1, 1. So 0, 1, 1 will be X bar, Y and Z. So this will be X bar, Y and Z. So let me write this. What is this over here? So this is okay, no problem with this. So this is okay, we have. This is this one over here. The second one will be x bar, y bar and z, because it is 0, 0, 1. Now the third one over here will be M3 will be x bar 0, 1, 1. I told, so it is x bar, y and z. Now what about the fourth one? 0, 1, 0, this one. So this will be equal to x bar, y, 0, 1, 0, right? 0, 1 and 0. So M0, M1, M2, M3. I'm sorry, M3 and M2. Next, you go to the below line, x will be equal to 1. So it is 1, 0, 0. X is equal to 1, y bar will be 0, z bar will be 0. The next column, M5 will be equal to 1, 0, 1. So 1, 0, 1 will be equal to x, 0 will be equal to y bar, and 1, 0, 1, z will be equal to 1. This is the M5. Now M7 will be 1, 1, 1. So we have all 1, 1 over here. Now M6 will be equal to x into y into z bar. Okay. So this is a 3-variable K-map. So you have seen how a 3-variable K-map looks. We'll go to the next slide. Now this is a 4-variable K-map. Now how will you represent a 4-variable K-map? Similar to the 3-variable K-map only. So this is 0, 2 variables on your x-axis, 2 variables on your y-axis. Any 2 variables you can take. If it is w, x, y and z, if I have a variable as w, x, y, z, I've taken w and x on x-axis, y and z on y. I mean w and x on horizontal, vertically, y and z horizontally. Now how will I name it? To name it, you can see it is similar to the 3-variable K-map. 0, 0 over here, 0, 1 over here, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Similarly, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. There is no change in that. Now when you represent your minterms, the first column will take M0, minterm 0. The next one will be M1. Here it will be M2. Then we have M3 over here. If we take the next one, M4, M5, M6 over here and then M7. Then you have M8. M8 will be in the last row. So M8, M9, M10, M11 and M12, M13, M14, M15. Once you map your minterms, this is regarding minterm, you can also do similar things for max terms also. Now when you map these minterms, you can map it into correct points and we can solve the K-maps according to the rules I discussed in the previous class. That is grouping singles, grouping pairs, grouping quads. You can also group everything over here. So now if you group everything over here, it is a 16 variable you can group. You can also group 8, which will form an octet. 8 means it is forming an octet. You can also group 16 at a time, which is a 4-variable K-map. Now, I've taken this M7 over here. What is M7 equal to? So when I take M7 over here, M7, I'm writing minterm and max term for M7. So M7 represents 0, 1, 1, 1, right? So 0, 1, 1, 1 is M7. Hence, what will be the variable related to that particular cell? The variable related to that particular cell is W is 0, so it is W bar. 1 is X, so I have a 1 over here, so it is X. I have 1, 1 over here, so it is YZ. If I write it in max term format, it will be W plus X bar plus y bar plus z bar. It is just the opposite of your min term. So this is a 4 variable K-map, which is nothing but an extension of 3 variable K-map. So now let me tell you what is the implicant. Implicant is nothing but a product term which is viewed on a K-map, and it is of the size 2 to the power of I into 2 to the power of j, which represents the size is like a rectangular. Rectangle can be only a pair over here, which is yellow color. It can be a single, which is yellow color, pair, which is purple color. It can be a quad, which is like this. Even these two over here, if I draw this, this will also make a 4 variable element. 4 cells will also be considered as a quad. This 4 cell is okay, we know, we can solve it, but this is another way also we can consider a quad. So all these are known as implicants, product terms. How many product terms we have according to the grouping? This is one product term, this is one product term, this is one product term, and this is the other product term. So I have 4 implicants in the first K-map, which is reflected over here. Next, what happens if you take the second K-map? I have one product term over here, one product term over here, and I can group a pair like this also. I can also group a pair. See, if there is a variable, I can also group a pair like this also. Even corners make a pair. I can group a quad with all the 4 corners. If I have 1, 1, 1 and 1 over here, they will form a quad. So that also can be used. So in the second K-map, what is given? We have 3 implicants. One in the orange color over here, the other one in the violet color over here, and the other one in the gray color over here. These are all known as implicants. See, again we come to this one. How will you represent the implicant? Now if you take this one over here, these 4 variables over here, this quad over here, when you solve it, how did I tell you to solve? If there is a 0 and 1, 0 and 1, so I have a 0 over here, I have a 1 over here, both will get cancelled. So what is left out? W is left out, because first element W maps to the first one, X maps to the second set of numbers. This is X. The first set of numbers will be W. Okay. So now here W and X I have. So this one, for this one, this goes off. This also goes off. So what is left out? Only 0 and 0. 0 and 0 is nothing but W bar. And on this axis, again, this goes off. This goes off. Always common elements will get cancelled. So what is left out? 0 and 0 is left out. So it is nothing but Y bar. That is this one. Now if you take this one, yellow color one. So what is this? For yellow color one, we have, it is a single 4 variable. So the cell is equivalent to 0 and 0 because nothing will get cancelled. So 0 and 0 will be W bar, X bar, and here it is 1 and 0. So 1 represents Y, 0 represents Z bar. So this is the second implicant. Now we have this violet color, which is the third implicant. So what happens? 0 and 1 will be retained as it is. So 0 is W bar, 1 is X. Now for this one, you can see 2 cells we have. So we can cancel which one? I think this one and this 0 will be getting cancelled. So what is left out? 1, this one, and this one will be left out. So 1 is equivalent to Y over here. So it is W bar into X into Y. So this is the third implicant. Now we take the fourth implicant. How do you solve the fourth implicant? So here this 1 and this 0 gets cancelled because fourth implicant is like this, right? And it is I told it is a quad, 4 variable element. So what is left out? 1 and 1 is left out. 1 will be equal to W. 1 is nothing but it is equal to W. Now, what is how will you write the next element? Vertically, I have solved and I have told that it is W. Now, horizontally, it is this particular cell and this particular, because this is related to this one and this is related to this one. Now, in this, what happens? 0 and 1, the first one will get cancelled. What is left out? The second 0 will be left out. 0 is equivalent to Z, Z bar. So, when we group this quad, the implicant will be equal to W into Z bar. So, this is one example. Similarly, if you take this next cell, complete, I told, right? So, what happens? How do we solve it? 0 and 1 will get cancelled. Again, 1 and 0 will get cancelled. Again, 0 and 1 is getting cancelled. 0 and 1 is getting cancelled. 0 and 1 is getting cancelled. So, on the horizontal axis, you will have nothing. If you go to the vertical axis, this 0 and 1 is getting cancelled. So, only 0 and 0 will be left out, which is nothing but W bar. Then when you come to 1 and 1, what happens? 1 and 1 is W and X. Already this whole thing is cancelled, as I told you. So, only W and X will be retained. Now, when you come to this part and this part, if you have, now what do I mean? Why am I showing this cells? I'm thinking that there is a 1 over here. I'm solving an expression which is having ones. I'm solving an expression which is having nothing but it is having ones everywhere. So now if the min term M8 and min term M10 is a 1. So how do I solve it? Again, same way, let me clear this so that it is easy for us to solve min term. So M8, I'm assuming that there is a 1 over here and there is also 1 over here when it is plotted in the K-map format. Now what happens? That means I have to solve this cell and this cell. So again, what happens over here? 0 and 1 will get cancelled. So what will be left out? 0 will be left out. It is nothing but Z bar. Again, on the x-axis, nothing is there. So, I mean, on the horizontal vertical axis, we have 1 and 0, which is nothing but 1 represents W and 0 represents X bar. So, this is how you're going to solve the K-map, sample K-maps. Any other things apart from this, we'll come to know as we solve the K-maps. So, we'll go to the next. Okay. So, before going to this example, we'll solve some K-maps. Some problems we'll solve. For this example, we have to construct the Karnaugh map. Let us construct the Karnaugh map and let us simplify it also. So, how do we construct the Karnaugh map? Now, here in the term B, if you take the term B, B doesn't have A and C, and if you take the term C, C doesn't have A and B. Now, this term is a simple min term. Now, we have to convert this into canonical form. To convert this into canonical form, what did I tell you? B, A plus A bar we have to do, because in B, A is missing. At the same time, C plus C bar we have to do. Again, plus C is we have already in the second term. The second variable is a C, second literal is a C. So now what is missing over here? In C, A plus A bar is missing, and also B plus B bar is also missing. Now we have to solve this, I told. Now if you solve, what happens? Solve means expand it. If we expand, what happens? B into A. So now if we expand, the expression will be equal to B into A plus B into A bar. Again, I'll retain C as it is. C plus C bar I am retaining as it is. Now in the next term, what did I have? The second term was C. So C into C into A plus C into A bar. What was missing in C again? B plus B bar was missing. So I have retained it as it is. Now again in the next step, if you multiply, it will be BAC. So I'll write it as ABC plus ABC bar plus A bar BC plus A bar B C bar plus again the CA into B. I am multiplying. It is ABC plus A B bar C plus A bar BC plus A bar B C bar. This we have. Now in the earlier only I have given you the table for min terms and max terms for 3 variables. Now if you keep a truth table with reference for you with you, what is ABC equal to in decimal? ABC will be equal to min term 7 because it represents 111. Let me write it in binary notation. 111. What is ABC bar? A is 1, B is 1, C bar is 0. Again, what is A bar BC? A bar is 0, B is 1, C is 1. Again, this is 0. So in the next one, I have A bar is 0, B is 1, C bar is, A bar is 0, B is 1, C bar is 0. Again, when I go to the next one, A, B, C, A is 1, B is 1, C is 1. Again, when I go to A, B bar, C, A is 1, B bar is 0. A is 1, B bar is 0, C is 1. Then when I go to the next one, A bar is 0, B is 1, C is 1. And to the last one, if I go, A bar is 0, B is 1, C is 0. I just wrote this for our explanation. Now what is 111? 11 is equal to, in min term notation, let me write it like this, summation M of, right? So summation M of 111 will be equal to 7, comma 110 will be equal to 6, comma 011 will be equal to 3, 010 will be equal to 2, 11 is equal to 7, which I have already written. Now 101 is equal to 5. That is min term of, what did we get? 7 I got, then I got 6, then I got 3, then I'll be getting 5, then I'll be getting 2, I'll also get 1 if I keep it as it is. Now this is equal to, if I just rewrite it or order it, the expression what I've given, f of A comma B comma C is equal to B plus C. The canonical notation of this will be equal to ABC. Already I have here, the canonical notation will be equal to ABC. The canonical notation will be equal to ABC. So if I write it once again, f of A comma B comma C is equal to B plus C. The canonical notation will be equal to, ABC plus ABC bar plus, you have to solve it parallelly, then only you will understand. A bar BC plus A bar BC bar plus ABC plus AB bar C plus A bar BC and plus it is A bar B bar C, and for which the min term notation is 7, 6, 3, 5, 2 and 1. Or else if I order it, this will also be equal to, I'm just ordering it, min term of m, summation m of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 and 7. So this this is the canonical min term. This over here represents the canonical min term format, and simplified version is b plus c. Now let us solve this using K-map and see whether we are getting the same result. So let us solve this using K-map and see whether we are getting the same result. So let us draw the K-map now. Now how many variables we have? F of a comma b comma c, it is a 3 variable. So 3 variable K-map I have to draw. Now this is a 3 variable K-map which we have already discussed in the previous class. Now 3 variable, what are the variables I have? A, B and C. Now what do we have here? What I should write? 0 and 1. Now here this will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Right? Min K-map settings. Now what are the variables I got? Min term I got 1. So there I have to write 1. 0, 0, 1 was 1. Next I have 2. So 2 is what? 0, 1, 0 is 2. So I'll get a 2 over here. Next it was 3. 3 was what? 0, 1 and 1. So here I'll get a 3. Next is what? I have 5. What is 5? 1, 0, 1. So here I'll get a 5. Next min term, what did I have? 6 I had. What is 6? 1, 1, 0 is a 6. Next, what did I have? I got 7. So 1, 1 and 1 is a 7. Here I'll be having a 7. Now we have to solve this. Here I have A and here I have BC. This is 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Now when we plot it, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 is correct. So now we have to simplify this. This is one quad. We have to always simplify starting from octet, quad, pair and single. This will also form a quad. Wherever adjacent ones are there, you can group it and form a quad. Min term is a very simplification using K-maps is a very important topic. Now let me write the expression for this. What is this equal to? Now how will I solve it? For this block, this 0 and 1 will get cancelled. Again here, 1 and 0 will get cancelled because this quad is related to these two cells. Alright. Now what is left out? This one is left out. This one represents what? This B over here. 1 is equivalent to B. Next, again, to simplify this one, I should consider these two quads. So what happens? 0 and 1 will get cancelled. What will be left out is 1 and 1, which is common in both, which is nothing but it is C. 1 represents C. So what is the final expression? F of A, B, C as per the question. The final expression was B plus C, which is nothing but we have arrived back at the same solution. Clear? So I'll be taking is F of A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, D, 4 variable K-map is equal to summation 0, 1, 2, 5, 10 and 11, 14 and 15. This is the example which I am going to take. You all should do along with me, then only it will be easy for you to understand. So 0, 1, 2, 5, 10, 11, 14 and 15. This is the example we have taken. Now 4 variable K-map, how will I plot it? 4 variable, you know how to plot the 4 variable K-map. It is like this. This is a 4 variable K-map which I am drawing. Now what are the variables I have? A, B on x-axis, C and D on the y-axis. How will I name the K-map? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 1 1 0. How will I name it on the other side? 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Now what is the first variable in the K map? First min term was M0. So it is nothing but 0 0 0 0 in binary. So where will I write that? That will be over here. Next, what was the next one? 1. 1 was equivalent to 0 0 0 1. So 0 0 0 1. Here I'll get the 1. Now what was the next one? It was 2. 2 is nothing but 0 0 1 0. Where will I get that? 0 0 1 0 will be over here. What is the next example I have? 5. Where I have 5? 0 1 0 1. 5 will be over here. What is the next one? Next one I have is a 10. So where will I have 10? 10 will be over here. 10 will be equal to 1 0 1 0. So 1 0 1 0. So where is 10? 10 will be over here. Next, what do I have next? Next one will be 11. 11 is over here. Next one, what do I have? 14 I have. 14 will be over here. Next one, what I have? 15 I have. 15 will be over here. So this one, first we have to make the entries in the K map. Then only we can solve it. So I made all the entries in the K map. Now we'll go to the process of solving it. So now let me solve it. What did I tell you? First we have to group the octets or 16s. There are no 16 ones over here for grouping. There is no 8 ones for grouping. We have only quads. So this will be the first quad which I grouped. Then what do I have? Any other quad I have? I don't think I have a quad. I have a number over here. I number over here. Number over here. I don't have a number over here. So we don't have a quad with the edges over. Next, what did I tell you? We have to group the pairs. So this I have grouped. This is the pair. Next, what happens? This one is left out and this one is left out. I can group this one along with this one. But what happens when I group these two? This one will be left out. But I can also group it like this. Now, how many elements we got? We got 1, 2 and 3. These are known as the essential prime implicants. These are also known as the essential prime implicants. Apart from that, there is something known as prime implicant also. What is the difference between prime implicant and essential prime implicant? Essential prime implicants are the simplified terms, simplified literals. Prime implicants are those, any group, whatever you do in the K-map, whatever you get is the prime implicant. So now, let me solve the essential prime implicant term. So what will this be equal to? Here 1 and 0 will get cancelled. So what is left out? A will be left out. A. And on this axis, if I solve over here, 1 and 0 will be cancelling. So 1 is left out, which is nothing but equal to C. This is equal to AC. Now if I solve this, what is this equal to? So here 0 and 1 is getting cancelled. 0 0 is left out. 0 represents A. So in A terminology, it means A bar because it is a 0. And here nothing is there. So you have to write as it is. C and D. 0 for C is C bar. D is D. 0 1. And for this one let us group. So what does this? So this is A and B. So it is A bar, B bar. Now here for this cell and this cell, if I take, what is left out? So 0 and 1 will get cancelled. 0 is common. 0 represents D bar. So what is the simplified expression? Simplified expression will be A bar, B bar, D plus A bar, C bar, D plus AC. This is the simplified expression for the given logic or the essential prime implicant. Let us see what is just a prime implicant. Now along with this is a single one, 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 these are single ones, these are single ones, these are single ones. If you write the expression individually for all these things, write the binary min terms for all these expression, all these single ones, that will be an essential prime implicant. I mean, that will be just a prime implicant. Again, I can pair this, I can, okay. So I can pair this, I can also pair this, I can pair this, I can pair this. Similarly, I can also pair it this way, these two. These two also can be paired. Now if I pair these two also, this will also come into the list of prime implicants. So all these things, whatever you get in the K-map, without simplification, whatever groups you can generate from the K-map, they're all the implicants, prime implicants. Then whatever you solve and get this one, this is a essential prime implicant. Whatever we have solved, what is required for our solution is an essential prime implicant. Now let me take one more example and show to you. So one more example is, plot the K-map for summation. This is plotting the K-map for minterm. So let me plot the K-map for the function f of a, b and c. This is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7. You can copy down. You have to do it along with me, I have told. So 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7. This is the question which I have given. So we have to plot the K-map for this. Now how will I plot the K-map? How many variable it is? It is a 3 variable. So let me take a 3 variable K-map over here, sample over here. So we know this will be A, this will be B and C. This is 0, 1. So here I have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. Now what are the min terms I had? 2. So where do I get 2? 2 is over here. Next is 3. 3 comes over here. Next is 4. 4 comes over here. Next is 5. Next is 6 and next is 7. If you want, you can also write it in your K-map. In small letters you can write and keep it. This cell represents 0. This cell represents 1. This cell represents 2. You can write and keep it. This cell represents 3. Here I have 4. Here I have 5. This will be 6. This will be small. You can write it in small letters and you can keep it for your reference also. Then how do I simplify? No, we don't have an octet over here. So I have a quad over here. This is one quad. And also I have one more quad over here. If you see carefully, one straight line is also a quad. So I have a quad over here. Did I have 6 in the question? I did not have 6 in the question, I guess. So this is a 0. So this will be one pair over here and this will be one more pair. So what I have, there is no 6 in the question. So now how do I solve it? So this is one pair over here. This is one pair over here. Now if I solve this, this will be equal to the quad. Quad will be equal to, in A, 0 and 1 is getting cancelled. Here also 1 and 0 is getting cancelled. Only B is left out. So when I solve it, only B was left out. Then when I solve this, again 0 and 1 is getting cancelled. 0 and 1 will get cancelled. C, 1, 1 is common. So this is BC. Because it is like this, 0 and 1 will get cancelled. This 1 and 1 both will come over here. Now if I solve this, there is nothing to be cancelled over here. So A will be retained as it is. 0 and 1 will get cancelled because it is related to these two cells. These two cells is this. So this is B bar. Now what is the solution for this? Solution will be, final solution will be, what was the solution? Final solution is B plus BC plus AB bar. So this is the final solution for our K-map which we have solved.